Da-da-da-da. Hey everyone, it's Christy. How are you doing? I'm back again. I was on a couple hours ago. Now I'm back with my friends and patrons, people who pay to be my friend. Thank you guys for paying to be my friend. Especially since, I don't know if you've heard the news, it's not that big of a deal, but I found out last night that I was demonetized. And I was demonetized apparently for like repetitive content. So I think the problem is that when I've been doing all those hangouts with the Happy Hour and Kevin and then mirroring them on my channel, they think that I'm just stealing content, but that's me. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to do about this. But anyway, yeah, so thanks to my patrons. And we're having the bubble chat this month because last month I was traveling and so tired. But let's get on with what you guys have to say. So also, by the way, I'm getting a notice that says this Hangout on air is live, and then it says Hangouts on air is going away August 1st for a quick try that. So this will be our last Hangout. We'll have to figure out alternative ways of joining together in August. So, Tom, actually, could we talk
Discord?
about
Discord? Yeah, I was going to say maybe Discord.
Let's have this conversation. Talk about your experience with Discord so far. I think you said you join it and some random geek runs it. Is that my recollection correct?
Me? Yeah, I join it and John Brockman runs it actually. And I just show up and everything. I was going to say everything just works, but everything doesn't just work all the time. But I think that may be a computer issue with John rather than something to do with Discord. I think Discord works pretty well. We had I guess you have the option of either mics always on or push to talk.
Right.
And push to talk is maybe it organizes things a little better, but we seem to do okay with the mics, always on, and you just being the teacher with the ruler at the front of the class.
Right. Yeah. So we'll have to.
And it also has, well, at least the way it works right now. When you're on, if you stream it to YouTube, you also have the comments or the chat section. I don't know if that's going to continue, but
oh right, yeah. I mean, I guess if we wanted to do that, you just have to go to that's actually the YouTube part of it, where you can you can do a pop-out window in the chat of the video and pull that in as a separate window just to display.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You're the tech gal.
Yeah, so that part I can do. I've got the OBS part down and the chat part down, but what I have to do is just open up Discord. And I did create a Discord for the happy hour. And then Kevin joined it on his old computer. And then he's like, oh, no, wait, give me a link again because I want to do it for my new computer. I don't want to use my old computer. And then for some reason, it wouldn't work. And eventually we had to go onto Discord and find each other. And I had to invite him that way. It was ridiculous. It was just such a stupid thing that we had to do to get him into the Discord. And then as soon as he did, he typed penis.
Well, of course he did.
Well, of course, like Kevin Logan would do that. We expect nothing less of him. But that's our Kevin Logan, isn't he?
Yeah. Yes. Are you on a bus? I hope you're not driving.
Yeah, I'm not driving. I don't have a license to drive, so I'm not driving.
Oh, okay,
I'm on the Greyhound bus because I'm going from Seattle to Portland to visit Jamie J because we scheduled this ahead of time. We're going to see Kiki's Delivery Service together, part of Studio Ghibli Fest. But hey, it was also her birthday last Thursday, Friday, and so hey, why not?
Cool. Yeah. So we're glad you're here. That's cool that you can join on the Wi-Fi in the bus. That's just really, really super cool. But one of the things that I brought up and Mariana said, yes, talking about the ACA. So you guys want to give your thoughts on the outsider's perspective of what you guys have seen? I guess, Mariana, do you want to go first?
Well, I'd say that Rationality Rules is the quintessential dude bro who thinks he's logical, but isn't nearly as smart as he thinks he is.
He cited Noel Plum.
Yeah,
Come on.
case in point.
Yeah. That's all we have to say, right?
Yeah. And then the whole ACA thing, I think that was simply a power grab by the Dude Bros, and Matt Dillahunty is also way too full of himself and not nearly as smart as he thinks he is. And I think he listened to the people who said that he's right and blew smoke up his ass. And yeah, that's my read of that situation.
Yeah,
pretty
I
much the
don't
same
agree.
for
Yeah,
me.
Jonathan? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much the same for me because I did not. It's one thing with the first thing I heard of you has been negative things. Like the first thing I heard of rationality rules. He's an atheist. Okay, I'm not in that atheist community, so I do not know. Oh, he doesn't like Y chromosomes to go for women's sports. So I see nothing about response videos from Rationality Rules. Just like Ben Shapiro, just like Jordan Peterson, just like all these David Rubin, all these people who I don't know and interact with, but I just see responses to on Twitter or other places. Yeah, I'm gonna have and from the people that I follow on Twitter that I agree with, I'm gonna have negative connotations of those kind of people. Not just like Bosch, but for different reasons, of course.
Yeah, yeah. How about you? I don't know, David, if you want to go next, and then I'll ask Tom, the senior statesman.
Yeah, he is. All right. I don't have
senior.
too much to add on that. I just want to say to Jonathan, I'm glad you're not driving the bus if you don't have a driver's license.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So let Tom in on this.
Okay, Tom, you're up.
Yeah, I haven't been following. I've been actually kind of disconnected a lot lately.
That's not a bad thing. We can catch you up if you want.
I'm not sure I do because of what I do know. I've just, it's kind of confirmed that there is this very deep strain of conservatism, even in the sort of liberalish side of skepticism, atheism, YouTube rationalism, things like that. That there is this conservatism that is very comfortable, and I can speak a little bit to that because I've been thinking about that quite a bit lately, about privilege and what it's like for people to be, to why people follow people like Trump and really right-wing conservative folks, racist, sexist folks, because for me growing up, that's what I grew up. That's the way I grew up. That's the way, I mean, I feel like I was a decent human being, but I grew up in a culture where that was just the water we swam in. It was very comfortable, growing up as a Boy Scout and going to church and being an acolyte and all that kind of stuff. And to me, as I think about it, I would, if I were to back off and become conservative, to sort of go in that direction, it would be incredibly comfortable for me as a white middle class older person. It would be incredibly comfortable. I would just slide into that and I would feel just wonderful. It would not be any work at all. And I can see the attraction of that for people like Dillahunty and Rationality Rules, all these people to just, grab a slice of that and a bit of that comfort. And it's really difficult to look at that and think, God, how easy I could slide into that, and yet how obnoxious it is when people don't have the integrity to fight it. Of course, giving myself credit for having integrity, which I'm not entirely sure is due, but anyway, that's what I've been thinking about.
Yeah, I think being a progressive is work because times change. I mean, in my lifetime, things have revolutionized in terms of mainstreaming gay relationships and gay people as people who like the same sex. They're people who like the same sex. They're not gay people, you know? It's not like their sexuality defines who they are. They're people. They like the same sex. And I feel like we're doing a lot of that over now with the trans community, with the whole, like the pedo accusations and the bathroom issues and the sexual assault associations and all of these, this phobic language that isn't based in reality or data or crime statistics. It's based in basically a patriarchal revulsion of anything that isn't a cis masculine, cis woman binary in society.
Yeah.
And to even be aware enough to be aware that, you know, you have things to break down is work. So I think that it does require integrity, and we're all getting better. And, you know, yeah, Jonathan, did you, I thought you were coming in.
Yeah, because like it's funny how you mentioned how like, because like speaking of the trans issues, the rhetoric, the fear mongering is that like, is trans people going to come into like girls' bathrooms and sexually assault them? But yet it's also, was think back far enough, it's true for the brown people. They're coming into our country and they're not in their best. Or think back further to like black people, we've got to separate them because they're coming after our women. And there was a Facebook post that I shared, I think it was from Joanna, in fact. By the way, please get money to her as you can. I'll figure out a way to put the link to the live chat in order to do that once, because I got my computer working. Is white men, cishet white men, view rape as a privilege, almost. And that's disgusting when you think about it that way.
Certainly, one of the things that I thought about when you were mentioning that is how, you know, the bathroom bills are passed by cis white guys, and the abortion bills are passed by cis white guys, and this transphobic stuff is coming from cis white guys, conservative cis white guys, I should say, you know, right wing. Predominantly, some women too are white women are helping, but they're just such a minority within the patriarchy. They're more token than represented in substantive representation. And so they don't really get a voice, and they don't get a lot of leadership, but they fall in line when they have to. And yeah, I can't remember. So yeah, it's you're right. The same thing is happening with the rationality rules and Matt Dillahunty thing. And this was brought up by Essence of Thought in the excellent video they did that they just posted yesterday. It's an hour long, so settle in. But it is so well sourced, and it, you know, it has a real coherent narrative that it tells. But Matt Dillahunty also said that he thought that the best way to handle this drama was in backdoor conversations between sort of the main actors, who were all cis men, and sorted out. And then, you know, okay, now, you know, we've decided he's done enough, as opposed to bringing people into the process. And it was that exclusion. And then the way that Matt actually went on and started, Dusty Smith covered this in his podcast, started just banning people who hadn't violated the rules. They just disagreed with him. And when one person complained, saying, you are on the board has nothing to do with the blog, you don't have the right to just remove people. And he wrote back, so what are you going to do if I do remove people? It's like, you're such a prick. You're such a prick. And Ethel, in the video, or Essence of Thought, mentions how there's really two Matts. There's sort of the Matt who is on screen saying, oh, you know, humanism and rationality and speaking in a calm voice. And then he's just in one-on-one interactions with people who disagree with him. And I obviously saw that last year when he blocked me. I mean, we did a whole episode on it. I don't even remember all the details anymore. I think it was about MythCon stuff. But yeah, he's got a sort of a public persona that he likes to put out, but, and his rhetoric is supposed to be very inclusive. But when, you know, when the rubber hits the road, he's just a centrist, as, you know, a lot of men, you know, outside the atheist movement who are religious. So, hey, I see Leto, and also Olivia's joined.
Leto.
So hi.
Hi, Olivia.
Hello.
Hi.
We were talking about ACA stuff. I don't know if anyone you want to jump in, or Leto wants to jump in.
Nope.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Olivia, anything you want to say?
I mean, I just dropped in the moment I heard you were talking about the ACA thing, because I'm trans and I just wanted to give my own experience on it.
Yeah, go. You got the floor.
It's just disappointing, really. I grew up being an atheist and watching Matt Dillahunty videos, and it's a shame to learn how much of a piece of shit he is, basically.
Yeah, I think that it's that sort of betrayal feeling. I mean, I can't know your experience, but I certainly know how I felt about how he behaved toward me and how he behaved in other issues in the past. But this one, especially when, you know, they have in Dallas local trans women who are being murdered, and it's in the news. So this isn't just an abstract debate they're having about science and women's sport in the abstract. This is life or death. And that they don't get that. That Matt Dillahunty claims to be a humanist and he doesn't get that? What the
I
fuck?
don't even know who you are talking about, to be honest.
Oh, Matt Dillahunty?
Yeah, but
Sounds
the
like you're
ACA,
lucky.
who is it?
This is the atheist community of Austin. Is that the right?
Oh yeah, Austin,
Yeah.
Texas.
Oh, is it about rationality rules?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, guillotine those motherfuckers.
Yes.
Yay. 20,
Later, just
17 minutes to the guillotines.
I'm sorry.
Of course,
No,
of
I'm
course,
not
that's
sorry.
your answer
No,
for
no, no,
everything.
no.
That's your answer for everything. I mean,
Well, she isn't wrong.
I'm sorry, it works, okay?
It does.
She's French. It's in their political history. Guillotine.
It's cultural.
Yes.
If we use it over here, is that cultural appropriation?
I think so.
Is that allowed? I don't know.
Yes, it is allowed.
Okay, we have a French woman.
She's giving you a guillotine pass.
Guillotine away, babes.
Cool.
Can we eat the rich too? Oh wait, no, food poisoning. I forgot. Can we cook it in curry then?
You mass murderer.
I am an advocate for mass murder. Yes.
Oh, you
I'm not
guys.
sure I want to eat rich people. I have no idea where they've been.
Yeah, you don't want to eat that shit. I agree. Compost the rich.
There we go.
most of the time, you don't even want to meet them. You don't want to eat them, of course.
Ah, nice rhyme.
Well, but
I'd
I
meet
don't
them
know.
if they give me money.
Eat you for
I
money?
mean, I only want the money just because the money what I need to for rent, food, water, shelter, all of these things I need to live. So I guess I'll use the money. But if I have all those things, why do I have money? I don't know. That's me, the communist.
All right. So, by the way, Kevin shared something with me in our Facebook messaging.
Oh yes, this one.
He said, "This is for our happy hour. Sorry, not our happy hour. It is a happy hour, but our show." So yeah, there's this fucking guy, a religious nutter who claimed gay people exist because pregnant women have anal sex. Also, I heard on Twitter and enjoy it is part of it as well. Yes,
I heard that too.
So this, I think he's Greek Orthodox. He's in Cyprus. He's a bishop.
Dude, that's not how that works.
Yeah, I know. In a video translated by metro.co.uk, he said, "It happens during the parent's intercourse or pregnancy. It follows an abnormal sexual act between the parents. Let me be more clear, anal sex." So some certain saint says that when the woman lies like that, a desire is born and then the desire is passed on to the child. What a muppet. What a bigoted muppet.
What if it's a girl that is gay?
Yeah. Well, yeah, patriarchy. We
That
always have to
doesn't
first thing-
exist. That doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, we don't exist. I had forgotten.
Yes. So
No, you
we got
forgot
women don't exist.
Yeah, well, you forgot lesbians are the fun porn for these guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they exist. Wasn't there
fantasies.
conservatives who made some kind of poll that said that lesbians exist because men enjoy watching them?
Oh.
Or something like that. I don't remember where I saw that.
God, I have to pick up my eyes. They just rolled out of my head.
Yeah,
Tucker Carlson mentioned that
What's that, Jonathan?
He's trying to wrestle a bus. That's why.
Yeah. What was that about Tucker Carlson?
Ooh, technology.
Yeah, I think his bus signal is weak.
Jonathan, you suck.
Mm. How do they do Wi-Fi on a bus? Is that satellite or does anybody know?
It's magic, Tom. It's magic.
Oh well, there. Okay.
Jonathan, we can
What was
hear
I
you,
thinking?
and we can see your hand. We're gonna get motion sickness.
Okay, I'm sorry, but when you're right on the bus from like Seattle to Portland, Jamie, I'm going to see you hopefully, and I'm not on the Wi-Fi because I only have 100 megabytes of like data or gigabytes or something like that, and I
Take your video off, mate. Just be audio.
Yeah, I can do that.
Block your camera.
You suck anyways, babe.
Very true, very true. I will fully admit that I suck. I am white, I am cis-passing, I am a male, and yeah, we are responsible for most every atrocities known to human planet. Most everyone.
Oh, great. Now the MRAs are going to say, see, this is what feminism turns men into and turns people into.
Jonathan isn't a man, so
yeah.
Joke's on us, on them.
Yeah.
It turns people into people who ride buses.
Yes.
Somehow.
Yeah. So what else is going on, you guys? Don't look for me for everything. I'm tired. Who's
The
got
heat
stuff
wave has finally finished here.
Yeah, how was it for you?
Yeah. It was horrible. It was the worst.
Yeah.
Fibromyalgia doesn't like it.
How hot did it get by you?
45.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. When was the last time it was that hot? Has it ever been 45 where you are?
No, not where I am.
Yeah.
Well, in June it was, but
I mean, but not normally, not year on year.
No. We were easily 15 degrees Celsius above normals.
Wow.
That's it. I want to whack some climate denialist teeth.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely.
I'm taken to carrying
it's
around.
It's weather. It's not climate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh.
I've taken to carrying around salt tablets in salt pills in my pocket because lithium doesn't like heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I don't have enough salt, things go bad.
Yeah.
So guess who is fucked over as always? Disabled folks. Yay!
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Thank you, rich people. Because I blame the rich for climate change.
Oh,
I do too.
Definitely.
The oil companies have been have known this problem, and they've been basically continuing on for profit and short-term gain and the death of the planet for their their share price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they do support scientists who are shit scientists and can't get jobs anyplace else. So they support the scientists that are willing to say that there is no climate change or that climate change isn't a problem. So, I mean, they do serve a purpose.
They slightly reduce unemployment for shitty scientists.
Right.
Sellouts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them would otherwise probably have had to become the earth creationists to make a living. So they have at least that going for them.
That's how you know usefulness is really overrated.
Yeah.
It's a meritocracy,
The thing is, I see the religious rhetoric dialing up, and all of this is going to be God's punishment for secularism and modernity, basically.
I mean,
especially in the U.S.
You've touched, I mean, at least at the margins of the so-called atheist community. I think it's turning into the new religion, using what they call science in big inverted commas as the new religion, as if science had all the answers, when most of the scientists, the really good ones, not the ones that are employed by PragerU and so on, actually the most common thing they say, we really don't know for sure.
Well, there are things we know, like there's something called scientific consensus, and stuff like gender are part of the scientific consensus that those so-called science nerds refute somehow, because I don't know, it doesn't fit into their narrative.
Yeah. If you look at the data points and you do a time series analysis where you look at like estimates for what's what I'm looking for? The same unit of time over and over again, so by century or something, or by month, you can see that in the Industrial Revolution, in terms of like the estimated carbon that would take to do the coal and all of that, then the environment, the temperature from like the 1800s or whatever, we've been measuring it since we had thermometers, and we have records for that. There's a lag because it takes a while for the pollution to actually start to have an impact. But then you can see there's a correlation between the rise in industrialization and the rise of the temperature. So it's not, you can't necessarily say causation, because that's a correlation, but it's a very strong association. When you can explain a lot of the variance in the temperature with an independent variable like estimated carbon output, then it's a pretty strong, because scientists will never say we know. We'll always leave room for some error, but if we're 95% sure and 99.9% sure, and certainly
it's almost
no
as
harm
if
done.
a particle that produces heat can be held responsible for heat.
There wouldn't be a bad thing to have a green revolution, because we need to get off fossil fuels eventually anyway. So, we can do it before the Armageddon or after.
Yeah, I like the meme that says, what if global warming is not real and we improve the planet for nothing?
Yeah.
No, that's a good one.
I'm okay with but the thing is that for climate science, a lot of it is based on predictions, and when you see predictions coming true, in specific predictions coming true, that supports the sense that there's something to the science. There was a prediction, I think 7 or 8 years ago, that the Greenland ice sheet, I think it was a Greenland ice sheet, was going to expand for a little bit, or maybe that was the Arctic ice sheet was going to expand a little bit because of a regular cycle of the North Atlantic. I think it's a North Atlantic current, and it did exactly what it was supposed to do. And a lot of right wingers were looking at climate change deniers looked at that and said, well, there's an increasing ice when it's supposed to be universally decreasing. No, that was actually a prediction made by climate scientists who accept the global warming business. And when you see predictions like that,
that's called scientific
supported.
Consensus.
Yeah, it's consensus, and it's also based on, and it's consensus because it's based on solid predictions that are verified.
Yeah.
And they're
not disproved. That's the most important part of it.
Yeah.
I think it was like am I coming through just fine? I think I got a stable connection now. So it's like in poker that we know if a thing goes selective memory. People selected of like remembering all the times they get dealt pocket aces, but then get sucked out on the river by a set of fives and lose. And this is why aces never win for me. Or there's 7 aces in the deck, everyone gets it but me. So I think there's also like a selective picking and choosing of like the science to support, or the facts to support their narratives. It's kind of like it's just like the independents.
Conservatives are actually pretty good for picking and choosing what narrative is the more convenient.
That's the whole creationist thing as well. Just you look at these selected so-called evidence, which is like 1 in 2 million or something, and this is now the norm for everything.
I think.
By the way, By the way, my ears pricked up when I heard Chrissy Winters say "Green Revolution," and I think, is Chrissy Winters sort of become a revolutionist? I'm all for that. Anyway, you go ahead, Tom.
Just as the phrase, I think you can have a revolution in the economy without having
Jonathan Antenna's revolution. I watched
Tom?
you on Steve's Hangout, Jonathan, and you have my sympathy.
What's that all that about?
He was arguing with Joe about communism.
Oh, okay.
And Joe had the best argument of the entire galaxy: human nature. I hate it.
What? Okay.
When they say I don't know, communism can't work because human nature, or anti-racism can't work because human nature, it's so lazy.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's not worth trying.
Also, the power of socialization can't be underestimated. Growing up in a apartheid society versus growing up in an integrated society, very, very different in terms of how you will relate to other people and other experiences. Yeah. So,
well, going back to my ancient history of when I was young, I didn't say it. I'm not leaving yet. Later, you can't make me leave.
I said nothing.
I know, but you laughed. But going back, when I was young and growing up, the level of acceptance is just taken for granted by almost everybody of gay people. The LGBT folks is just, it just would not have happened. And we take that for granted. And that's the socialization I think you're talking about, Christy. Yeah. That, and we're moving in that. Well, I hope we're moving in that direction with,
people actually don't take that for granted, but I know what you mean.
No, I understand, but I'm thinking for, as Olivia was talking about, that I hope that's happening also for trans people, that there is more, that the young people are looking at trans folk and saying, what's the problem?
The kids are good.
Well, I think it kind of depends too. There's parts. It depends on what country. Depends on urban, rural. Depends on religious, secular. There's a lot of variables that we would put in there. But I think in terms of mainstreaming gay culture, and also, I look at the role that RuPaul's Drag Race. It's going into its 11th season. People, that show is really, and that show challenges gender binaries in a major way. And it's doing really well. So there are a lot of things that are being mainstreamed that might have been cabaret 100 years ago, but now it's on VH1 in the States, and it's on my Netflix and Queer Eye, and so I think
Queer Eye is so good though.
Oh, I was watching it earlier today. I was bawling my eyes out every time I watch that show. I just cry.
Yeah, I cry every time. Same. Have you seen the last season?
I'm going through it right now. So I just finished the episode with the guy who works at the bowling alley sports thing.
Oh, okay.
He got his mustache shaved off. Yeah. Spoilers.
Oh, hey, damn. Now I won't be able to watch it with joy.
Hey, I'm going to step out for a quick minute because my drink is empty. So I'm going to kick it over.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Leto, can you run the show while I'm away? And it'll just be a couple minutes.
Me? Okay.
Yeah, just keep the conversation going and light, and try not to call for too many people to be killed.
Well, let's have Olivia talk. She's new to the group, isn't she?
Yeah, Olivia. Yeah. Tell us about you.
What is there to tell?
If you want to, sorry to put you on the spot like that. If you're comfortable with it.
You can blame me again. You can blame everything on my fault. I had terrible connection. I'm on the bus.
Jonathan is an asshole. Blame him.
Believe me, I blame everything on
you. Her advocate, after all.
3 votes.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Olivia.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just am interested in what you do have to say, so I was pushing, and I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I have anxiety, so I'm just comfortable hiding in the background, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can relate, I think.
Yeah, I can relate.
What kind of animal is that, Olivia? You have on your avatar?
It's a fennec fox.
A fennec fox.
Yeah,
Okay. I'll have to
there's
Google that.
foxes.
They're so cute. Their fucking ears are bigger than their little heads, and that's so
Yeah,
cute.
they have the best ears.
And
Have
the
the
best
most
heads.
beautiful little eyes as well.
Mm.
Have the most gorgeous little eyes as well.
Well, little. I don't know. Look like Spider-Man's like front of his suit there.
Fennec foxes, I think, are the smallest foxes, if I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah, they
correctly.
are.
Yeah. And then there's those tiny little animals with those I think they're called zengi, who have prehensile noses.
What?
I'll Google a picture.
Yeah, please.
What's a prehensile nose?
Yeah, that's what made me say what.
I'll there's
That sounds creepy.
I locked the screen to
It sounds like
me.
dinosaur stuff.
And is it this one? Screen share. This.
It's the
yes.
green one. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is a zengi. And that's the prehensile nose.
Oh, they're so cute. They're so tiny and pointy.
Yeah.
What? Oh, it's a mouse.
Not really a mouse. A different kind of. And they can move the
Oh,
That is so cute. Go back, make him do that again. I want to see his nose go up like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
It's Muad'Dib for the
He's
Dune
so cute.
nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
very cute.
Oh. Now Christy has something else for her
Yes.
interstitial videos.
Yeah. I actually had to take down the GoPro dog one because the guy claimed copyright on it. So I was like, all right, I'll take that one out.
Just Google zengi. There's tons of pictures and videos, and they have the best noses. Yeah.
Agreed. All right, that was a weird conversation to walk into, but hey.
If you, I've looked a little bit up for fennec foxes, and they are also very, very. They look standing up. They look like cats. They have sort of a
Can you
cat-like
screen
body,
share?
and huh?
Can you screen share?
Let me see.
If you look on YouTube videos of foxes, regular foxes,
The
domestic
green arrow on the
foxes,
left-hand side.
they act like cats. It's amazing. So
Really?
yeah.
Let me see if I can put it in the side chat.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I can share it if you don't care to.
Okay. Jesus. Okay. I don't know how to do this. If you
Stop being old, Tom.
Do you have a
Fuck's sake.
If you highlight the whole thing and right click the mouse, it'll copy. Or
She's
select
calling for killing people again.
Let's
Get
see.
a grip, man.
Well, I can. All right, I think I can do this because I'm.
You can do it.
No, I can't.
I judge you.
Oh wait, okay. All right, there's the wiki article, and there are several pictures in there that are. One has two of the little foxes standing up and facing the camera, and they look to me. They look cat-like. They look like sort of the kitty version of dogs.
Oh.
Go down on it's if you go down and on the right side there's a picture of two of them.
Oh. In captivity he looks so sad.
There they go. There, that's the one. That's on the right side there.
That's cute.
There we
Give
go.
it a second. Oh, look at their ears are so big and their noses are so
Yeah.
tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute, cute, cute.
You picked a very good avatar there, Olivia.
Oh, thank you.
Is that your Patronus?
Is that what?
Your
I didn't hear
Patronus, Harry Potter.
Harry Potter Patronus.
I don't know anything about Harry Potter, so
That's fine.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Good, Olivia. I like it.
Yeah, it's very adorable.
Yeah.
So, what else going on, guys? Otherwise,
There
it's
was a
double
heat.
bubble.
There was a heat wave in France,
Yeah, in Germany.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But you like that. You like that, right,
I do.
Christy?
I was fine. Yeah, I was sweating a little bit when I realized why people in the desert wear long, flowing, light clothing. It's because if you just sit around in like boxer shorts, your like stuff
You
sticks
burn.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, your legs stick together if you try to sit on something, like with cross-legged, or if you sit on stuff, this sticks to the stuff.
Baby powder is your friend.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Well, it's mine anyways.
Okay. I actually, my niece yesterday shared a thing on well, she shared a thing, video about these bra inserts that you can put in the freezer, and I was
Nope.
thinking,
No,
well, no, they don't freeze.
Underwear?
They freeze at about 14 C's, or somewhere cool, but not frozen. So they're not like ice, but they're much cooler, and they do apparently dissipate heat and deal with some boob sweat issues. So, and I was thinking, that's unfair. Why do girls get to have that? Why do people with boobs get to have that? And,
You need to get boobs.
to
There you
have
go.
boob
how you
sweat.
do
well,
it.
Yeah.
I'm working on it, but I'm not there.
because men get everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We just get
I
cool
yeah.
boobs and multiple orgasms.
Didn't they have a jockstrap variant of that one?
Oh, that.
Ooh, can you imagine taking out the
that-
freezer? Ooh.
Well,
He's
if
interested now.
it was cool, that would not be so bad. But if it was ice, it would be. Yeah, no. I'm sorry I brought it up.
You can have
I
just a little faint fan or something in it. You don't put it in the freezer. You just have a little fan.
Ballsack fan. Yay.
Oh, that was
Just running the whole time, blowing air.
Oh man. God, I am sorry I brought it up.
That doesn't sound sexy at all.
Underwear, air conditioned underwear.
They have heated underwear, so if you could figure out some way to dissipate the heat without have some kind of radiative clothing.
Last year they had to free a guy from a deck chair thing because that was in Croatia, and he went swimming, and then he sat on a slatted chair without any with no towel to cover it or no cushions, and then he got trapped because
How?
Oh no.
yeah, he had to be sought out
Oh,
by the firefighters.
Oh.
That's what's called natural selection, I think.
yeah,
Yes.
it could be. That sounds like a Florida man story.
Yeah, it does. Croatia man.
Yeah, did you hear about the Utah people with the rattlesnakes and the uranium?
No, this sounds like a
No.
bad joke.
Yeah, that sounds like a very bad
A
joke.
Mormon walks into a bar with a rattlesnake and uranium. What?
Is that like a shark with lasers? Uranium
something like that.
snakes.
Objectively Subjective have talked about this story in their on our nerves chat. They have I'm sure they wouldn't mind if I plug it here, and
I'm sure not. Go ahead.
yeah.
Meh. Heads up
Um,
that our joke with Jonathan earlier about being mass murderers is because Objectively Subjective and his fans called us that. So no, it's not funny because they went hard after Jonathan, and I'm not amused.
Oh, really? They like went off. They took it way too seriously.
Oh yes.
Sorry, Jonathan.
Yeah.
So
He's okay. He's
share.
an asshole, anyways.
So can you see?
yeah. I'll lock it on
Oklahoma,
you.
not Utah.
Oh, okay, all right. Oh, well, the rattlesnakes then make more sense. Although
Yeah.
we can't hear it. So is there a story that they link to underneath?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, here.
Yeah, hit that one.
Oh, yeah, I can't in my regions.
It must be an Oklahoma paper thing.
Yes, I'll
Your VPN?
put it there. Well, if I do VPN, then you can't see me anymore.
Pirate.
Pirate? Why would we not be able to see you anymore? You wouldn't disappear. Your signal would just look like it was coming from somewhere else. Oh, I got it. Oh, well, I don't even know if I have my VPN on, to be honest. I don't think I do. But I'm going to get the same message because we're in the same country. So can somebody who's, hey, Tom, oh, you don't know how to share things on your screen.
We've established this.
And
Yeah.
Jonathan is on the bus.
For some weird reason, it worked on mine. I don't know why. Okay, so I'll share. Here we go.
Different region of Germany.
Yeah, or maybe I do have my VPN on. I'm just running it on default. Might just be on in the background. Logan County man allegedly driving stolen vehicle filled with uranium, a rattlesnake, and Kentucky Deluxe. Great.
What's Kentucky Deluxe?
Whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Guthrie, Oklahoma. 2 people were arrested after a traffic stop of a stolen car revealed that the 2 had a rattlesnake, radioactive uranium, and an open bottle of Kentucky Deluxe. Stephen Jennings is charged with possession of a stolen vehicle, transporting an open container of liquor. Are that really the liquor one is what you're going to go with first, not the uranium? Okay, local paper. Operating a vehicle with a suspended license and failure to carry security verification forms. Rachel Rivera is charged with possession of a firearm after a former felony conviction. They didn't mention the gun. Damn, they're bearing the lead on this story. Like, I know all kinds of drama as it goes down. The traffic stop was made at 11 a.m. What are these people doing driving around with a rattlesnake and uranium at 11 o'clock in the morning?
We're still up from the night before. So long. It was a good party.
Was made at 11 a.m. in a Guthrie neighborhood because the tag was expired. Jennings was in the driver's seat, Rivera in the passenger seat, and in the back seat, a pet Timbler rattler snake in a terrarium. At about the same time, Jennings told the officer he had a gun in the console. Police learned the Ford they were driving was reported stolen. So now he's got a rattlesnake, a stolen vehicle, a firearm, and somebody under arrest, said Guthrie Police Sergeant Anthony Gibbs. Police also
he wasn't also drinking wine out of a
Pringles can. No, badly. That would have topped it all off. Police also found an open bottle of Kentucky Deluxe next to the gun. To top it all off, a search of the vehicle revealed a canister of radioactive powdered uranium. What happens when that happens, of course? How often does this happen in Oklahoma, Sergeant Gibbs? I want to know. When that happens, of course, we all call in a company that deals with that specifically, and it's taken safely into possession, said Sergeant Gibbs reassuringly.
I like how they, of course, call in a company. It's not like it's a government service or anything. It's a company that deals with it.
This is a
I like capitalism.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
outsource your uranium handling. And Sergeant Gibbs then went on to say, the uranium is the wild card in that situation. Really? Not that like you're used to coming up across people with rattlesnakes and guns next to open bottles of liquor. All that's fine, but the uranium. Okay. The uranium hasn't resulted in charges. Guthrie police are still trying to figure out exactly what the suspects were going to use it for. There are no charges from the rattlesnake either. Quote, it happens to be rattlesnake season at that time, so he can be in possession of this rattlesnake because he has a valid lifetime hunting and fishing license. Sergeant Gibbs said. Is this a real story?
I mean,
This is a real story.
I believe it. Oklahoma. I believe it.
It's rattlesnake season. He's got a permit, so he can have a rattlesnake. That's fine.
also, I just want to find out right away. Logan County, is it named after Kevin or after Wolverine?
Of course. After Kevin, of course. Everything's named after Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Well, if all the cop cars say penis on it, then we would know. Then we would know.
It's better for it to be named after Kevin Logan as opposed to Logan Paul or other Logans like that.
Yeah.
What happened to Leto? She just dropped out? Did she?
Maybe a bad connection, but I just wanted to bring it out there because Jectus pronouns are they, and even though Lito and I have our disagreements with that person, we show respect people's pronouns. But I'm sure Lito or whoever said he instead of they was just accidental. So
yeah, I'm sure. But thanks for pointing that out. Yeah. So that was something else. That was not something I planned to read on the show.
But it's just so surreal. It's yeah,
that's Oklahoma, man. That's pretty close to Florida. Maybe he's got relatives there.
Definitely.
Well,
it's the next Florida.
Yeah, yes. Oklahoma is the next Florida. Oklahoma man's like, hold my beer.
Yeah.
Oh, my uranium.
Yes. And my rattlesnake and my gun and my bottle of whiskey, which I have next to my gun. Seriously.
In my stolen car.
In my stolen
truck.
But I'm very surprised that there's, as of yet, no charges for the uranium, because over here, when I was at university and we needed to transport a tiny radioactive source from just across the parking lot from one lab to the other, theoretically we would have needed to get a permit for that.
Yeah. Well,
we didn't, obviously, but yeah.
Regulation's a little bit looser in Oklahoma.
Who wants to bet that they are white? Who wants to also bet that if they were of Arab extraction, they would be much more jailed and or dead?
Yeah, it would be all about federal charges at that point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry to bring it down. I'm sorry.
No, it's a good point.
Just felt political for a moment.
Yeah. Hashtag white privilege. Yeah. For me, it just sounds like a moment like from a comedy movie, like a Raising Arizona or something, when they have a mission where they have to deliver this radioactive uranium to get it away from the Soviets or something, but then they also are babysitting a rattlesnake and they steal a car, and just can you imagine them piling in? Did you think at any point the guy or the woman looked at each other and said, how many felonies are we committing right now? Just looking around the car, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Adam Ringstopper, what kind of wild stories do you have with you and your ex that you're willing to share that for just a fun stream with Christy Winters? My God. I mean, I know that you're big on the yayo and want to get drunk and do crime and do all those sort of things, but okay, was yayo part of the whole wild stories, Adam? He's in the chat, you mentioned that.
I'm not looking at the chat. Sorry, that was without context for me. And every time you guys say yayo, I hear froyo, which is frozen yogurt. I don't know what yayo
Which
is.
is
a kind of a drug thing. I think it's like
Oh,
a
okay.
stronger form of cocaine or something like that. Adam Rainsoft could type it in the chat.
Very different from froyo. Tom, were you going to say something?
no, I just cocaine. I think it's cocaine.
Tom's like, it's cocaine, everyone. I just sit down. I know.
Well, no, I've been in hangouts where where he talks about that. You know, he's been asked about it, and the response is cocaine, or it might be, as Jonathan said, some variety of cocaine, but it's basically something to get speedy.
Right. Well, tell Adam to keep it clean in the chat. Well, I mean, it's not like this video is going to get demonetized, is it?
Besides, Adam Rainsoft is a mod. I cannot edit Adam Rainsoft. Only
That's
you
true.
can see, and Adam himself can do that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so message
But
out.
Adam's a good boy, though.
Yeah, I don't know what's being said. Just keep it tame. Y'all, don't give me strikes for stuff in the chat. All right.
Yeah, save that for us here.
Yeah, we're the ones who get the strikes.
Yeah,
You gotta pay. You gotta pay to get a video struck off my channel.
yeah. Well, and with us talking about guillotines and uranium, I think we got a shot. When we're talking about killing people,
right, okay.
we could conceivably get strike. You might get struck for, for violent imagery or something.
Correct. Yes. Discussing. Yeah. Correct.
But I don't think we've sworn too much yet. We could change that if you like.
Yeah, everyone want to drop an F-bomb?
Fuck you.
Fuck
I'm on the bus.
Okay, that's kind of swearing.
Are there any
I've never heard
on that bus?
I'm tired of this motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking bus. I never saw that movie, but
it's only an okay movie. I saw the movie. It was. You just don't think about it, and don't. You're not going to watch a great movie or a good movie or entertaining movie as you watch that. You're going to watch a movie with snakes on a plane.
You're watching for the one-liners, right?
There are moving pictures in it, and
yes,
and sounds.
That's the level.
Fighting. Rah.
There's a lot of snakes.
Yes, brainstem stimulation.
Well, guys, sadly, I feel a headache coming on.
I'm sorry. I didn't intend that.
It's not anyone's fault. I think it's just maybe I've been wearing these headphones too long.
It's the uranium.
It's the uranium.
Yeah.
It's radioactive uranium.
It's the uranium in the head in the earpieces.
Yeah. So can I kick like an extra hour to the next one, and we can kind of wrap this one up, and I will take a nap? Is that all right with you guys?
Sure.
I mean, I could just leave it to run and set my alarm for an hour and check back in an hour to the live show and see what you guys have been talking about.
Well,
I'm slightly irresponsible.
I'm old, and I could use going away too. So
the timing is not bad. All right, and we
have not for me, but for everybody else. You could let them go and wake up with mucho strikos.
Yes. Who knows? They just pass out the link to everybody. Like, just have a party on my channel while I'm away, and underage drinking, and the cops are gonna come by, and there's gonna be property damage, and they're like, "What happened to my channel?"
Yeah, you're never getting it demonetized again or remonetized, right?
Remonetized.
No, that's it. They're like, no. She's too irresponsible with her.
Well, just make sure you lock up the toilet paper so that the neighbor's trees look all right. You'll be fine.
Eat all the eggs before I leave so they don't throw them around in people's cars or whatever. Yeah. So if it's okay, I'm just also we can talk about August, because I'm going to be gone toward the end of August on a holiday. It might be easier for us to do it like maybe on the 4th. Oh, nope, that's July. Hold on. You get to the
17th through 24th.
Yeah. Let's see. So I'm going on holiday. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to stop working, but I'm leaving on the 14th. So what about the 11th? Yeah. Or is that too soon?
I got no plans. And hey, like Christy, like 2 years ago, you did the June one, at the last week of June, my first one, and then like the next one was July for the first weekend. So it's not out of character for us.
That's true. We're if we were a period, we'd be very irregular.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's
Okay.
just like
I saw that. I got that.
Period.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, so then let's plan for Double Bubble on the 11th of August here.
Double Trouble.
Yes, and unless you Shives, books, I always defer to Steve. He's the king.
who brings the uranium? Tom,
Yeah.
I'm looking at you. You're in the right country.
Wait,
Oklahoma is not that far away, right?
Well,
I'm
compared
I don't know. I don't know where Olivia lives, but I'm close. I'm closest to. I'm probably closest to Oklahoma.
Yep.
In Wisconsin.
I'm counting on you. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not charging anybody for that shit. So apparently, you can carry it around.
I'm gonna have to stream from there because I think they would get a little testy about it in Wisconsin.
Yeah, maybe.
You get a VPN.
Yes.
That hides you. You're invisible. If you have your phone VPN on, you're actually invisible. No, I just made that up. Sorry.
Yeah, but then I have to figure out how to use my damn phone. I got a new phone though, so I got a new phone.
It's just so shiny. Hold on, let me lock on you.
It's just
nice. It's smartphone. Did you have?
It's a. This is the case. It's a Moto Moto G7 Play. So nice. it's got a lot of neat things and it's a good size. So I'm happy.
Yeah, I like
with
your case too.
Yeah, it's got a kickstand on the back.
Get out! That's awesome. Wow.
You could beat someone to death with that.
Yeah.
What is it with showing violence?
So you can you can set it up and or turn it on its side and have landscape.
Yeah, that is nice, especially and we with traveling in hotels. That's definitely I bought a little rack for myself, but it's just a separate piece, and I got to carry it. Yours is in your case.
I've had that for 2 or 3. I think this is the third phone I've had a case like that, something like that.
Nice.
And but this is for me. It was expensive. For you, it probably is. It would probably be way low end. This cost me $200.
All right, so you got that new?
That's a lot, especially since you can get uranium ore for $40 on Amazon. Jamie J just put a link in the live chat. Uranium ore.
Oh well, okay. I'll have to. Well, it's after the third of the month, so I'll have a little bit of money. I can buy it after. I'll see if they can ship it up here.
Yeah. Do they have a 2-year plan? That's what I got for my phone. You get a 2-year
for the
plan.
uranium.
Yeah, a Lend-Lease Act kind of thing.
I'm confused now. Jonathan was talking about uranium, and
I'm still thinking about your phone. It was so glossy.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's got. Yeah, I like it. It's got a fingerprint reader and all kinds of neat stuff, and it's got a camera that actually works.
Yeah. And do you use the Hey Google feature?
Not generally, because I have Alexa. I have a bunch of Alexa things.
I know. Don't you love living in the future?
Yeah, actually, I have two.
Don't like the climate change.
2 Alexas. One in the living room and one by my bed. So I'm set. I never have to think about anything. I just ask questions and people feed me information. A very nice lady tells me things.
Isn't that the kind of technology that spies on you, though, and sends all your information to select authorities?
I think that there's privacy notifications, and in terms of that, Alexa would just hear my TV. I don't have conversations in my house, so she's just going to hear whatever I've got on Netflix.
Yeah, and from that she can sort of draw her own conclusions about you.
Yeah. Well, when
she judges me
with the Queer Eye and
the
RuPaul's Drag Race, you're probably going to get.
I'm on a list somewhere.
They're on a list somewhere.
Chrissy, I'm the one that informed you about Tentacle Porn, and I also watch children's cartoon shows like My Little Pony Princess Magic and She-Ra Princess of Power, so it's like, I'm probably already on the list. But speaking of that already, since I am also a revolutionist, I do want a revolution, and Jamie J, yes, I probably will DM you if I do want to have finding my uranium ore.
I actually thought about you, Jonathan, watching Stranger Things because there's a debate about whether or not someone is a geek. And in it, they say you're a geek, you do these things, and you watch Little Pony. And they're like, how does watching Little Pony make me a geek? And they're like, well, in this episode, this person had to like fight this person. They needed sorcery to do it. And you had to like this. And all of these elements are like basically D&D. So My Little Pony makes you a geek. I was like, Jonathan, okay, there we go. Now that's just broken it all down. So, he's not replying. Anyway,
I also have. I am wearing a My Little Pony Princess Magic T-shirt. But it was like with the My Little Ponies dressed up as like it's My Little Heroes. They're all dressed up as DC comic book characters.
Well, there you go. That's copyright confusion for me.
Well, I'm old. And
are you making your goodbyes?
I'm making my goodbyes.
Well, I'm going to make my goodbyes. I'm going to go out with you, Tom. Sorry, we've been locked on you this whole time.
You're going to go out with me?
I'm going to leave with you. This is like one person, you want to leave a party, but you don't want to be the first person who leaves the party. So you see someone else who's about to leave the party, and you're like, oh, I'm going to leave with them because it's stronger in numbers. You can resist the peer pressure.
Is this anything like girls or women going to the bathroom together?
Kind of like.
I'm confused. I'm becoming confused. Okay.
And basically, then there's like a whole caravan of people who are like, oh, no, I'm going to go too. If these guys are going to go get a cab, I'm going to share it. And then like half the party leaves.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Jamie says that Amazon records everything you say using speech-to-text technology, and that's openly shared by law enforcement and military agencies. I did remember seeing some headlines about that.
Good.
With
I'm going to have to start speaking more revolutionarily in front of my ALEXAs.
I mean, critical
I don't want to
say in my state too.
Maybe not in Trump's America, Tom.
No, fuck it. Do it live.
Demonetized.
I love you, Tom. I love you.
Okay. Well, I am actually leaving.
Okay. Well, why don't we all say goodbye? So, Tom, if you want to say your goodbyes first and dip out, but then I'll give everyone a chance to say goodbye. So, Tom, you want to go?
Goodbye. I'm dipping out, and I'll talk to people later. I hope on the 11th, or maybe some before.
Yeah, in the Facebook group too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Who else wants to? Who's up next? Who wants to say goodbye?
Please give money to our friends Joanna Roberts. She has a kid and she is disabled. She begs online in order to live because she only gets $1,500 a month from the government, and that's not enough for all the things she needs, including the copays for medication. So I put a link to her begging bowl. I think it's the most recent one. She's going to write a new one, but I did put a link to her PayPal. So share both those links around if you can't give money. I already gave her $21,000 for the past year since I've known her, so I'm doing my part. Please help out and do your part. And that's the only charity link I'm going to promote. And that's it. And I'm Some Random Geek, so goodbye, comrades and potential comrades.
Yeah, and go check out his channel.
Bye, Jonathan.
All right. Who's next? Olivia? Mariana, you go ahead.
Yeah. First, what model of headphones do you have? The Sony.
The W. I have to hold on. I have to look at the thing. The W something 15 something like that. Here they are. The WH-1000XM3s.
A new model than mine.
They're newer?
Yeah, I have mine for 2 years now.
Oh, yeah. Mine are about 2 weeks old. Yeah.
Yes.
I basically got them because I was going to have to sleep on the floor in an airport in Rome. And I was like, this is my hotel room for the night, these headphones. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So, yes, well, yeah. So bye as well.
Bye.
Olivia, anything you want to say before we go?
I just want to say guillotine the rich.
There you go.
Yay.
Yeah, and David?
Guilds him all.
Any last words from you?
Well, I think the heat wave's striking Sweden right now, so I'm in
Ooh.
hell.
What's the temperature?
Well, it's not that high yet, but it's how many days in a row?
Yeah.
It's like the fourth, and it's not going below 20 in the nights. So yeah, it's heating up, and I'm starting work next week. So yeah, I love it.
I hope you have very good air conditioning where you are.
We don't have any air conditioning.
Fans, just fans. I'll send
Yeah,
you
yeah.
a make a paper fan.
Yeah, I bought I was like, because last year all of the fans were bought out because it was even worse then. So I bought one like in March when they wasn't
Right.
at all. So
yeah. Good
I think
call.
I'm cool.
Yeah, literally.
Well,
Very good.
as long as I'm like 1 meter from it. So
Yes, then it gets hot again. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for your contributions, your support, and for coming on the show as well. And I'm sorry that my headache is kind of making me dip out early, but I appreciate each of you, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the 11th. We'll see if we can scare up some more funny articles to react to, because that was fun.
That was hilarious.
Yes, I'll have to rope Kevin into doing more work on the show, finding research for us, or you guys can curate them in our private the Patron group. If you see anything like that, just go ahead and stick it on the Facebook page, and then I can bring it over into the show. So yeah, do that. All right. So thanks, you guys, and thanks to everyone who's watching. Appreciate you coming by and hanging out with us again, and for your views as well. And I guess the next time I will see you will be Monday night, when I have my show with V, when we're going to talk about white supremacy in America. And then I'm sure there will be a happy hour at some point in the week. So catch you later, guys. The audience, everyone who wants to hang on a little bit afterwards can. But yeah, from me and from all my patrons, goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.